What if all at once your phone stopped working, your bank account froze, your car shut off, and you are miles away from home? What if I told you that in an instant, all internet, electricity, and electronic devices and communication systems would be completely useless?
No! God, please, no! No!
And what if I told you that this has happened before, not only in the US, but worldwide? In this video, I'm gonna share with you the reality of the dangers of an EMP attack and the craziest event that destroyed communication worldwide. And I'll tell you about the crazy tool that could save your life and help your family thrive no matter where you are in the event of an EMP. What is up, guys? Will Workman here with Workman Protection, here to give you the skills, the tools, and the mindset to protect yourself and your family. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so that we can get this content past the algorithm. YouTube's not crazy about guns and self-protection.
It's fine.
Before we talk about the event that set electronics on fire and destroyed the communication systems for much of the world, we need to talk about what an EMP is and what causes an EMP. So what is an EMP? An EMP is an electromagnetic pulse. When an electromagnetic pulse takes place, it transfers high levels of electricity to all conductive materials and overloads electrical circuits, basically destroying the function of all electronics. And that's about the depth of my scientific expertise.
I'm not a smart man.
There are two main causes of an EMP. The first is a solar storm or solar flare. A solar storm happens when intense magnetic fields on the sun become too entangled. Think of it like a rubber band that snaps when it's twisted too far. The tangled magnetic fields release energy when they snap. And that's about as scientific as we're gonna get with that. If you're thinking, man, this is way too sciencey, I'm with you.
I mean, I'm so dumb.
Stay with me here. Solar flares happen. It's not a conspiracy, it's just a fact. Sometimes they happen close to Earth, sometimes not. The second cause of an EMP is an attack with an EMP weapon. EMP weapons were discovered in the 1960s. They were discovered as a byproduct of the nuclear bomb. When a nuclear bomb was about to touch down, all electronic devices would short circuit a few minutes before the nuke hit. But to be fair, if you're about to get nuked, an EMP isn't really the scariest thing to happen to you that day. That's a bad day right there. That's a real bad day. Today, EMP weapons have been developed that are non-nuclear and simply function as an EMP weapon to wipe out communications before an attack. The scary thing is that a ton of countries have EMP weapons. Just some little countries like Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. But who would be concerned about that? It really makes you wonder about those random foreign drones that are flying all over the place. If one of these countries attacks the US with an EMP weapon, all communications would be down, electronics would short circuit, bank accounts would be completely inaccessible, any car made after the 1990s would be useless because they're made with microchips. Like I said, this actually happened all across the US and much of the world. I promise we're gonna get to that in just a second. But think about that for a minute. If an EMP weapon actually hit us and everything was down, what would you do? What would be the crucial information that you would need to survive if an EMP actually hit? There would be no Googling or YouTubing survival information. Enter the Phoenix Thriver's DEK, or Disaster Enduring Knowledge Kit. This thing is crazy. The DEK is a portable library of 100 gigabytes of books, PDFs, and apps.
Wow!
It's got everything from survival handbooks to military manuals to first aid and human anatomy books to edible plant guides, herbal medicine, and even things like law books and engineering books. It's like having an entire library of all the knowledge that you need when Google is no longer an option. Let's be honest, you don't want to carry boxes and boxes of books with you everywhere you go. But they're all right here. The coolest part about the DEK is that it comes in a waterproof and EMP-proof Faraday bag that you can attach to your existing bug-out bag. You can stick it in your trunk or even attach it to your belt if you're going on a hike or camping. It also has an extra battery pack and a solar charger, so you don't even need electricity to charge it, which is convenient because there probably won't be any.
It's true.
Whether there's a solar flare or an EMP attack, the Disaster Enduring Knowledge Kit will give you all the knowledge that you need to not only survive, but to thrive after an EMP. Pick yours up today in the description down below. So what was the crazy EMP event that took out communication systems and destroyed electrical circuits across the world? Well, it happened in 1859, and it's known as the Carrington event. The Carrington event was an unexpected solar flare that created an EMP that literally changed the color of the sky and took out all communication systems across the world.
Good Lord.
It was bad. It was real bad. Now, this was 1859, so they were not reliant on technology like we are today. But the one line of communication that was commonly used was the telegraph. Telegraph lines were overloaded and some even caught on fire. There was no weather report or satellites giving warnings, so people had no idea that this was coming. Some people thought it was the end of the world.
So, Professor, would you say it's time for everyone to panic? Yes, I would, Kent.
It doesn't seem like it crumbled society. You're right. It did not affect people's travel, food supply, money supply, heat sources, news sources, work lives, medical care, anything other than telegraph communications being down for a few days. Why? Because people actually knew how to live without technology. Because they were not reliant on electricity and advanced technology for their daily lives like we are today. They could live their lives without technology. Crazy. But if tomorrow no phones worked, all of our cars wouldn't turn on, our freezers died, medical equipment stopped working, it would radically change our lives and survival would be the top priority. So what would you do? Oh, and by the way, NASA is expecting another solar flare coming close to Earth in 2025.
Oh dear God.
So pick yourself up the Disaster Endurance Knowledge Kit from Phoenix Thrivers and be prepared. If you gain value from this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe down below and check out my other content if you're into all things concealed carry and self-protection. And until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.